As you know, Cinnamon Bun has been having an eye issue for a while. We consulted our usual vet maybe 4 times, and they couldn't find out what was wrong. I regret that I didn't try a different vet sooner. I shouldn't have chosen a vet just because it's the closest and listed as a rabbit savvy vet. Anyway, the situation suddenly got worse this morning. One of her eyes is closed and there's white goo around the eyelid. She's eating, but not as much as normal. She only ate a little bit of vegetables and pellets, which is really a bad sign because you know how much she loves food. I immediately called the vet. That's likely the best option in the area. Our local rescue hosts a vaccination clinic there, and they have bunch of reviews from bunny patients. I did try to get an appointment there last time, but it's basically impossible to get a prompt appointment there. This time, the earliest they can get us in is in 3 weeks. We did make an appointment with them, but there's no way we can leave her like this for 3 weeks, and we're not going back to our old vet. So, we referred to the Rabbit Savvy vet list on the House Rabbit Society website and called around. One of the places on the list that we called said they're comfortable working with rabbits. When we asked them how good they actually are with rabbits, I could tell Cinnamon Bun was in pain because the affected eye doesn't open all the way and she wasn't eating normally. Anyway, we found a vet that can see us tomorrow and they seem to be good with exotics. If they can't help her, we'll go to the other one in 3 weeks. She did eventually come out to eat dinner that night, but it was a little strange because she suddenly started chewing on the bunny hut during her meal. She never does that. I've noticed before, but she tends to exhibit unusual behaviors when she's not feeling well. I think it's a way for her to tell me that she's not feeling well and needs help.
No, no, bunny. It's okay. It's okay. It's fun, but it's okay, bunny. It's okay, bun. Don't worry. It's okay, bunny.
You just put it in the eye?
Mori does his best to help her. Unfortunately, she was feeling even worse the next morning. She only ate a little bit, and her poops are smaller than normal. She came to lay by my feet, so I put a warm compress on her eye, and she fell asleep. Then she went hiding, so I put some hay in the hidey house, and she's eating some. I don't know if Mori got kicked out, but he was outside, possibly guarding Cinnamon Bun. He looks like he might fall asleep on duty though. We're now heading to the new vet.
Go, Marty, go.
It's his comfort place. Oh, he's so cute.
The exam here was very thorough, and that's how I immediately knew that the other vet never did a good job. Our old vet never checked stomach movement like that, and didn't usually check her teeth with a telescope looking device. The doctor used a fluorescent dye to see if there's any damage to the eye or if the tear duct was blocked. The dye did come out of her nose, so the tear duct isn't blocked. There's no eye damage either. Although there's no exact answer to the issue, some kind of allergy is suspected. It could be hay, dust, and basically anything. The other human thinks that her putting her whole head in the hay feeder may be the issue, because hay can get dusty, and maybe she inhales too much dust in there. Now she's on some meds, and she ate a little better that night. Although the issue isn't resolved, I feel that it's heading in a better direction. By the night after the vet visit, Cinnamon Bun regained her appetite. We're so glad she's hungry again. We have to give her an oral medication and eye drop twice a day for a week. I was so glad to see her back to her usual insatiable bunny self. I think Morty's happy about it too.